Alright, welcome everyone to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing the merchant requests in the village portion. There are 8 total requests in this portion of the game. The first request will come in the form of destroying blue medallions. It is in the farm area, so just as reference, once you pass the village fight, you catch the windmill and you are in the farm. Towards the back is where you'll find the notes. If you do open up the map, it will show you the locations of the blue medallions, so that's a helpful reference. But as a visual reference, here we go. You'll want to make your way back towards the beginning of this section. Knife down this one hanging on this shack over here. For the second one, you can either bust through this window right over here, or you can go on the inside of this and you can basically knife away at this first post where you can knock that one out. I prefer this method so I could loot the barrels over here. Move this pig out of your way and move into this shack where it's hanging from the ceiling. That'll be number 3. You move out this way towards the main barn where you find the cog. You'll find the medallion hanging right there through that opening. And then when you make your way towards this way shrine, and you could park yourself like right over here, look at this pathway over there, and that'll be medallion number 5. Request number 2 comes at the abandoned factory, and it is to take care of the rats that are here. For whatever reason, the merchant really hates rats and he really hates medallions. Those are going to be a couple of the requests throughout the game. In either case, make your way back into the factory, go towards the end of this wall. This rat is usually hanging out just at the end of this wall or in one of the corners back there, so take care of him. When you hop this one here, make sure to walk up to this window, otherwise this second rat will start running around, but you can take care of him through the window for rat number 2. Hop out through here, look down towards the chimneys, you'll see the third one walking around right there. You can take care of him for number 3, and that is pest control complete. Request number 3, you'll get to sell 3 vipers. You'll get 4 spinels for this one, and it says area none specified. I do highly recommend the fish farm during chapter 4, as there's nobody walking around here trying to get rid of you. There are plenty of them here. You just kind of like have to look through the water. Some of them are going to be on the boardwalk. You can shoot at them, or you can swipe away with your knife. Believe me, you're going to find plenty. You're going to see me open my case here in a second and show you that I was actually just completely looted up with them, as this one turns red, showing that I can't fit them in my case. So I actually had to send one of the weapons back to storage so that way I could fit them in here, and I ended up with 6 vipers over here, and there were like 2 more still rolling around. Chapter 3, this is request number 4. This is the platform where you rescue Ashley in chapter number 5. This is to get rid of the twins, destroy the tombstone emblems at the church. So when you make your way back and you open these doors, you'll head back down into the graveyard all the way towards the bottom. This is where you're going to be at for reference. So when you look up, you'll be able to see the church, and then the tombstones will be right there. You don't have to shoot at them. You can swipe away with your knife. It's not going to do any damage to your knife. Go ahead and get rid of those for the grave robber. Number 5 request is going to be in chapter 3 as well. So when you get to the quarry, you will see this blue note here. It is to destroy the blue medallions. Again, told you, hates blue medallions, hates them for some reason. This is at the quarry and the fish farm. The first one you are going to find at the quarry. So this is where you're going to fight the giant later on. But if you take a look up, you'll find this can right over here. Knock that one down for a ruby. And on this platform hanging from this post, you will find blue medallion number 1 for this challenge. The second blue medallion is just after you take the boat fuel and you're about to go fight Del Lago. It is underneath this dock, and make sure you get a good shot at this one, so that way you only have to spend 1 bullet. And that'll be medallion number 2. If you waste too many bullets, then Del Lago is going to come after you. This is case in point right here with the vipers. So if you return during chapter 4 to take care of the rest of the blue medallions, you can get the medallions and the vipers at the same time. Again, if you open up your map, it'll show you the locations of the blue medallions. But what you'll want to do is you want to pop into this hut here. There is a grenade here, so grab that one. This medallion right over here hanging from the ceiling. Go and loot the barrels. And then I kind of left this a little bit longer specifically just to show you that when I was walking down, I noticed my first Viper. So I kind of like double backed and decided to get him. So this is like you can take care of the Vipers and the blue medallions at the same time. Go onto the right side of this ramp. Inside of this wall right over here is going to be medallion number 4, and then you'll make your way back like as if you were heading towards the house where you stole the bolt fuel from. When you drop down into the water, this is, I'm pointing right over here just so you can see that this is the house. That was the entrance door. You'll want to walk underneath this boardwalk. Go and get number 5 right over here, and do yourself a favor because there is a hexagon emblem here. I've forgotten this on many playthroughs, so go ahead and grab that so you're not missing that later on. Chapter 4, request number 6 is going to be the golden egg, and I think everybody refers to it as the chicken farm. That's why I just wrote chicken farm there, right? So once you interact with these two signs, it'll bring up the map of the lake. And then when you are exiting here, you will see this is where you get your way shrine key. Off to the right here and off to the left is where you're going to see the note for the request. This is the area on the map. So just outside of the mural cave, you'll want to go up to this sign. You don't have to get these signs. You could just go get the stuff. The signs will disappear. I just did the video with the signs intact. So fetch me a rare golden chicken egg. It was worth 3 spinels, and it is off to the right. I will show you on the map in a second, but basically you're going to hop into the boat and you're going to want to head into this lake section, and you'll find it over here. Once you exit the boat, open up the map there. I will zoom out to show you exactly where it's at. Okay. So what you'll do is you will proceed forward and you can loot the stuff around here. Obviously, chicken eggs, there's going to be about 3 or 4 of them if you need them. You know, you can use them as heals, but basically what you'll want to do is get to this area here. So Doc is off to the left, walk around this tree right over here, and this is where the golden chicken egg is. Do yourself a favor and do not forget the velvet blue that's over here, because that's worth 2,500 pesetas. That is in the back over here on this barrel. And then you can leave, and as I'm leaving, you can see some of the chickens like trying to attack me. Yep. When animals attack. Okay, so chapter 4, this is request number 7. It's going to be catch me a big fish. The fish we're going to catch out by the boathouse, but in order to get this request, we do need to pass through this insignia key door. When you pass through and you bust off to the left, you will notice this piece of paper right here, which is the request from the merchant, and it is catch me the gigantic fish, which is sell a lunker bass. See the attached photo. The attached photo basically shows the boathouse where Leon got into after he fought Del Lago, right? So just for reference, this is where it is. That's the boathouse right there. Off to the right is the mural cave, and then if you take a turn around, you take a look, that's where the derelict boat is right over there. So basically what you want to do is you want to position yourself just off to the left of the boathouse. Throw a harpoon at the lunker bass. That's the boathouse off to the right. Lunker bass right in front of that. You can pick him up, and that will be that request complete. Chapter 5, request number 8 is defeat the wild dog. Okay, this one's kind of strange, just because, okay, so you've rescued Ashley, and now you are at this point where you find this merchant here, right? This is like as you were exiting, after you got the insignia key to head towards the church and the fish farm. This one says, I need, you know, someone to defeat the wild dog. This is defeat the strong threat. It says it's at the village chief's manor, which it is, but it isn't. But in either case, we're going to head towards Mendez's house, and we're going to open up the map, and it'll show you that there's the savage mutt that's inside. But it's really not. And there's 2 ways to trigger this. Is when you walk in, you can run around the kitchen table, Or what I like to do, because this is just better, is when you go back upstairs, you you call Ashley to basically drop this ladder down for you. You head up into the attic, and I like to go in here just because, number one, there's a yellow herb right there. There's a couple of barrels, a couple of crates, I should say, that you can get some stuff from, right? But more importantly is, we need cash this early on in the game, and there is an antique camera right over here that will trigger the dog as well. Now, when you're exiting the house, you'll see him right over here run towards the village center, which is where you're actually going to fight him. When you get towards the village center, you're going to want to get into the right over here. You'll hear a snarl. You'll come up here, equip a flashbang. Once he exposes his parasite, throw the flashbang, and then depending on how strong your weapon is, it might take you a couple of extra hits. It only took me 2 hits here, but it might take you 4, it might take you 5, it might take you 6. It all depends on how well upgraded your weapon is. Collect the Alexandrite there. And that's it for the merchant request for the village section. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it helped you out. If it did, please do leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for future uploads. I am working on a trifecta challenge and another S+ run with just the Chicago sweeper. I will see you guys in the next one. Good luck with whatever you're doing here. Got those merchant requests, get that platinum trophy. I'll see y'all later.